I still remember the exact moment I opened the door and saw him standing there. A tall man, maybe in his late 60s, with a felt hat and a suitcase that looked like it had traveled through both time and war. I wasn't expecting anyone, least of all someone who looked like he'd stepped out of an old photo, but when you live above a clock shop at the edge of town, strange things have a way of finding you. My name is Mara. I inherited Thatcher timepieces from my grandfather, a shop full of ticking, whirring, ringing machines that count the minutes even when we'd rather they didn't. After he passed, I took over the shop, not because I was good at fixing clocks, but because I wasn't good at leaving things behind. Thatcher's, is it? Yes. Can I help you? I believe you already have. He walked past me into the shop as if he'd been there before, placing his suitcase gently on the counter. I should have stopped him, but something about him, maybe the way he seemed so sure of everything, even the things he shouldn't know. You must be Mara. I nodded, stunned. I knew your grandfather well. Back when he was just starting out, I was his first customer. Your grandfather made this for me. Said it was the best he'd ever built. It was a clock, but unlike any I'd seen. A pocket watch about the size of a small apple, covered in intricate engravings of stars and moons. It ticked quietly as if in its own little world. He called it the Celestial Watch, said it measured time not by hours and minutes, but by possibilities. Why bring it here now? Because it's time. He stayed for tea. We sat in the back of the shop, surrounded by the quiet hum of clocks as the afternoon sun slipped through the lace curtains. His name was Elias. He spoke like someone who had learned patience through necessity. I've lived a long time, longer than I should have. That watch, your grandfather, never told me how it worked, only that I should keep it close. Did it do something? I've been in places where I shouldn't have survived. Train wrecks, illness. Once I fell through ice and was under for 3 minutes, but I walked away every time. You think the watch saved you? I know it did. But now, it's slowing down, and I think it's telling me my time is ending. I had no response for that. What do you say to a man who claims to be living on borrowed time counted in stars? Your grandfather was a genius, but he also knew when to let go. I need your help, Mara, to fix it or finish it. And the next few days blurred into one long, ticking heartbeat. We worked together in the back room, using my grandfather's old notes, some written in a language I couldn't quite decipher. Elias didn't push. He watched, waited, guided. The Celestial Watch resisted normal tools. It was as though it knew we were tampering with something sacred. I adjusted the balance wheel, cleaned the gears with a brush so fine it could have dusted off stars, but the ticking still slowed. I think it was never meant to last forever. Nothing ever is. On the 7th day, the watch stopped. The silence was absolute. Thank you. We buried it in the forest behind the shop, under an old oak tree where the roots had curled into the earth like sleeping serpents. Elias placed the watch in a wooden box and lowered it gently into the soil. He didn't stay the night. He said he had one last place to go. Elias, I'm not afraid. I just needed someone to witness it, to know I existed. I watched him walk away down the winding road, his coat flapping like wings in the wind, and I never saw him again. People don't come into the shop much these days. The world doesn't have time for time anymore, but I keep it open, I keep the clocks wound, I keep the tea warm. Sometimes late at night, I think I hear a ticking from the forest, faint but steady, like the heartbeat of a star. And sometimes when I look up at the night sky, I wonder if the celestial watch still ticks, just not here. But somewhere else, somewhere Elias has gone, where time doesn't end.